All right, here is what you will need. You will need notebook number 3 and a pencil. And you're actually going to need the page in notebook number 3 that we glued in, Figurative Language, and it's about idioms. We are focusing on an idiom that literally, if we were to take it literally, it might put this kind of image in our mind. If we were to use this particular idiom, we may have to say, sorry. I'm talking about the idiom, put your foot in your mouth. So if you could copy that. Put your foot in your mouth is an idiom because if you took these words for their literal meaning, we would really think that we are placing a foot inside our mouth, right? And that's what this says. If you took the meaning of the idiom exactly as it is written, what would it mean? And it would mean that you literally place your foot in your mouth, right? Figuratively, or the figurative meaning, what the idiom actually means is that you've said something you shouldn't have. And you're going to hear this idiom when I read chapters 4 through 6 of The Tiger Rising. The next part of this lesson, you needed to draw, and it needed to be colored, an illustration of what the literal meaning is. And just as a reminder, we wrote what figurative language, idiom, and literal mean in our glossary of notebook number 3. So when something is taken literally, it means that the words that are being used is what we should picture in our mind. Figuratively means that the words have a different meaning than what they actually say. So I will give you a sneak peek at what my pictures look like. So the literal meaning, if I were to take this literally, would be that a foot was going inside of a mouth. But the actual meaning of this idiom is that, I said something I shouldn't have. So this person's covering their mouth. Next, I actually want you guys to use this idiom in a sentence. And I've given you a sentence starter since this is likely an idiom you've never used before. So you could say, I really put my foot in my mouth when I, and then finish this sentence with you telling, or finish the sentence with saying something that you shouldn't have said. I really put my foot in my mouth when I snapped back at my mom. Or I really put my foot in my mouth when I spoke out of turn in class. I really put my foot in my mouth when I told my brother I hated him. Are you getting the idea? So I'm giving you the sentence starter. I'm telling you how to use this in a sentence, but now you need to give me more into the sentence where it's showing how you said something you shouldn't have. Okay? So I kind of like the brother one. I really put my foot in my mouth when I Okay, so that's my example. I'd love for you to really try to come up with your own. Think of something that somebody shouldn't say because it's inappropriate, it's just for whatever reason, it's something that shouldn't be said. And then you can add that into the sentence. Okay, so I am looking forward to seeing what you guys come up with.